Let's take a look at those who are full. I like the whole scene in some mountainous areas that lack downhill equipment. Peak dwellers, in order to descend the mountain faster, chose this extremely dangerous way to descend the mountain. Smooth surface with metal handrails. Just sit on it and keep your center of gravity. The body can rely on gravity. Potential energy moves rapidly downward, although convenient and exciting, but there is a huge security risk. Imitation is not recommended. You can see it on sea reefs. This abalone-shaped chitin, although the appearance is similar, but belong to a different class of mollusks. The back of the chitin is covered with multiple shells, broad discs of feet on the abdomen. It is a common marine creature in the intertropical zone. It is considered delicious in many places. You need to peel off the back shell before eating, then remove the dark visceral mass in the abdomen. Only the thick footprint part remains for steaming, cold salad, or stew. Since the teeth of pet rabbits continue to grow, if there is not enough chewing membrane, it may be too long. Affect eating and even health. At this time, you need to use professional tools to cut and polish it. Workers use special bending knives. Quick rotation at the place where it fits the banana string. Knife. Utilize the cutting force generated by sharp blades and rotations. Instantly cut the banana from the skewer. The whole process is clean and tidy. Significantly improved harvesting efficiency. The roll-a-rome of the dough woot machine. Bulk silicone is repeatedly rolled. Folding gradually becomes delicate and even. This is the core process before forming silicone products. Silicone raw materials and vulcanizers. Additives are well mixed under mechanical force. Achieve uniform dispersion at the molecular level. Provide stable base color for subsequent vulcanization molding. The cream is malleable after being whipped. When extruding at high point from the flour nozzle under pressure, adjust the cream flow by controlling the extrusion force. Turn your wrist to change the nozzle angle, layer upon layer. The extruded petal curvature simulates real petal texture. Create a lifelike flower shape. Workers use high horsepower diesel lawnmowers to clear the weeds around the old house. It has a powerful diesel engine. Energetic. Even in the face of strong rhizomes, densely grown weeds can also be easily dealt with. In the welding workshop, two pieces of metal, fleshed on a spindle that rotates at high speed. Face to face. As the speed increases, friction is instantly converted into tremendous heat. The surface of the metal starts to glow red until they merge into one. Finally, the lathe tool clears the weld, turning and grinding. With micron of precision, make the weld area overly natural with the wood, traceless. Frozen meat cutter with strong power and special tool design can easily solve the problem of frozen meat being hard and difficult to cut. After the honeycomb honeys mature, workers use tools to scrape off the surface of beeswax. The purpose is to enhance the taste. It is also convenient for consumers to use directly. The scraped beeswax can also be recycled. Steel solidified rubber is hard and uneven in thickness. Direct processing is more difficult. Workers holding metal rods roll repeatedly on the rubber's surface with uniform force. Using the hardness and pressure of the metal rod, make the internal structure of the rubber tighter and more uniform. For subsequent cropping, prepare for processing processes such as vulcanization. In some parts of Africa, the locals cleverly arranged the bamboo tubes in vertical rows. These bamboo tubes vary in size and length. Each root contains a unique height. While playing, just hit the bamboo tube with different strengths and rhythms. Bamboo tubes will vary in material and size, crisp and melodious under the tap, high and low sounds. Congratulations on being brushed by Yansu again. Let's take a look at those. Satisfying live scene. Waterproofing glue is an amazing repair material. The main component is polyurethane or rubber machine. Quality was designed for quick demeanor. The leaking part of the water tank. In an era without power tools, a skilled craftsman with just a small hoe can achieve accurate cutting of wood. The secret is the ingenuity of chiseling instead of sawing. Removal. The flattened mouth is in contact with the wood fiber at an acute angle. Each dig cuts off some of the fibers. Through dense point destruction, cumulative wire cutting finally achieves the desired effect. Workers holding sharp knives along the surface of the pigskin carefully scrape off the attached fat layer. This is a crucial and processing step in meat processing. CNC car pen is a numerical control lathe controlled by computer by spinning the bow and moving the tool to achieve precision machining technology. This process is good at machining cylinders, threaded equal rotating body parts. The program precisely controls the near amount and the depth of the cut peep. Errors can reach the micron level when the drain gets tangled with weed roots and clay, when the water flow is blocked or even reversed. Manual drudging is the most direct and effective solution. Donkey skin is made of a hard cuticle, like natural shoes, but walking for a long time can lead to excessive keratin growth or uneven wear and tear, causing skin deformation pain. At this time, a professional master is required to trim it. It can effectively prevent skin diseases such as hoof rot, ensuring the freedom of movement and breeding efficiency of donkeys. Workers spray the top floor with polyurethane foam. Its purpose is to block the direct heat on the roof in summer and indoor heat loss in winter. The spray layer is also waterproof, moisture-proof, and sound insulation, and firmly bonded to the base layer. Can cover complex, dirty surface modeling. When cattle eat too much fermented food, when causing flatulence, the breeder will, on the shallow left side of the cow, quickly plunge holes with a trocar to vent. This is because the gas pressure in the cow's stomach is too high, compresses the heart and lungs, causing breathing difficulties and even death. At the metal recycling plant, workers pour piles of cans into the inlet. The machine applies hundreds of tons of pressure through a hydraulic system, put the loose tank compressed into a very dense cuboid. It can significantly reduce transportation and storage costs. When the vacuum tire leaks or the tire wall is loose after repair, workers will check the seam between the wheel hub and the tire, spray a small amount of flammable liquid, then ignite. Flammable reset the tire with the explosive force generated by the high temperature. A Mobius ring is a fantastic geometry. It has one face and one boundary. When you move the reference above, it seems to be running from side to side, but actually, the object always moves on the same side. This structure is mathematically non-orientable. No matter which point you start from, eventually come back to the starting point. This is a brick production line in Indonesia. Clay is stirred and squeezed, evenly extruded from the mold, forming a continuous strip. Then the cutting device starts according to the default procedure. Cut the clay strips into special batches of uniform thickness. The whole process requires no human intervention. The daily output can reach tens of thousands of pieces. In mountainous and other complex terrain, when a cow is injured or obstructed in labor and requires emergency evacuation, helicopter hoisting becomes an efficient rescue method. Compared with traditional manual handling, the efficiency is increased by 80% or more. This sofa has been used for a long time with a layer of bust mite stains and bacteria. Professional sofa washer through high-pressure nozzle evenly injects the foam into the fiber gaps. Dissolve stubborn stains. Then the powerful suction head simultaneously extracts the sewage and impurities. Avoid secondary pollution. Achieve efficient cleaning. Let's take a look at those. I like the whole scene. Skilled chefs quickly cut slices of meat into strips, the tacit cooperation of both hands. It's rhythmically swinging. The purpose is to make the meat strips more even. It is convenient for subsequent stringing. In the dance studio, students are having a day. Constant stretch. Slowly apply pressure with a one-word ha assist. Gradually lengthen the muscle ligaments. Stimulate the fascia to release lubricating fluid. Standardized use can accurately lift the hip, joint flexibility, and lower limb control, laying the foundation for difficult movements. Workers connect high voltage current to the wooden board. Instant heat release. Carbonize the surface wood of the board, forming carb marks of different depths. Precise regulation of the battery moving speed and current intensity. Fast streamline. It shows poise, outline a layered texture. Fishermen use high power pumps in Thailand to extract the mud from the bottom of the pond. The sludge is fish waste and excreta in aquatic plants. Long-term accumulation of debris. Excess siltation depletes water oxygen, breeding harmful microorganisms. After the extracted sludge is dried, it can also be converted into farmland fertilizer. Realize resource recycling. This is a way of farming that's unique to Africa. Black spots line up, a tool in hand. It's a mess to the wasteland. Its purpose is to improve the efficiency of cultivated land. Because the movement is basically the same, whoever is lazy can be immediately collectively targeted. ballerina with the help of tiptoe oblique contrast, precise distribution of body weight on the tiny support surface of a wine bottle. By the high tension of the leg muscles, build a stable mechanical structure. Every movement is a delicate regulation of the center of gravity. Really admirable. This is the one. Vertical cutting machine for lifting operations. Utilize the mobility of helicopters. Break through terrain limitations. Straight to the high number of dense forests. The saw blade cuts precisely with powerful kinetic energy. Dissolves in branch pressure. Can significantly improve the pruning efficiency of high-risk trees. And personnel safety. Artist? The clever use of plastic bags to create paintings. Bulging plastic bags can form elastic surfaces when in contact with a painted panel, making irregular marks through pressure changes repeatedly. The operation superimposes a rich layer of ingenuity, this improvisation, combining occasional effects with subjective expression. Let every press have become the unique protagonists of the art form. Breeders regularly put bait by the fish pond. After fresh meat puree is crushed, a palatable natural food for fish, the protein they need to grow. At a busy moving site, porters move closer to each other. Eyes meet, confirm the opportunity, and make efforts at the same time. One person throws the goods, another person holds up. Just enough to let the goods fall on your shoulders. It happens all at once. Worker operated circular saw, walk along the grain of the strip of ice. Sharp serrated teeth lay out the ice in regular patches, then quickly transferred to the ice crusher, disintegrating into fluffy ice residue. To adapt to the needs of different scenarios, the scales of the pine cone are composed of lignified structures. Its opening and closing mechanism is closely related to environmental humidity. When dry, squamous cells lose water and contract. Fracture of interconnected fiber structures cause the whole to be loose and easy to lose. Workers are turning solid glass heat to flexible velvet peptide. At this point, the molecular structure of the glass is relaxed, exhibits fluid plasticity. Subsequently, press the fluffy glass quickly through the combined action of pressure and die-line guns. Let it unfold naturally to form a glass bowl. Snack stall cooking. Heat the iron ball pot to 180 degrees Celsius. Dip a towel in rice milk and a touch of rice paste to preheat. Instantaneous hatching. 5 seconds edge tilt. Remove the entire sheet of translucent milk paper. Workers driving special construction vehicles remove metal pillars from the roadside. Under the dual action of vibration and tension, the stubborn cylinder was slowly pulled out. This is a crucial step before road renovation and maintenance. Finally, I wish you all a happy play. See you next time.